Saturday. Welcome to Hobby Evolution episode number 23. It's Saturday weekend. Glad to be here, and on the docket today, going to review the Cubs 2020 Topps Archives cards that I really pulled, an update on some mail that came in yesterday. And an update on those game used bats that I'm still waiting for. And the topic of discussion will be my review of trying to find some cards at retail yesterday on Friday. That's the typical stock day in my area at Target. So I'll run down that. So first off, review of Cubs Archives. I pulled 20. I found 7 blasters of Topps Archives. I bought 7 boxes on Thursday. Ripped them all open. 20 Chicago Cubs cards in those boxes. So the Cubs count is currently at 480,485 with those 20 Cubs cards accounted for. I love archives, and what I was surprised, and I didn't even realize this until this morning when I started flipping through most of the Cubs cards, and I haven't looked at the checklist, but out of 7 blasters, I did pull quite a few duplicates, so it doesn't look like there were any Cubs in the 1955 design, and there were only 2 in the 2002 design. All the rest, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, were in the 74 design. You've got Anthony Rizzo in the 74 design, which that's cool because I think he's had a 50s design. Ernie Banks in 74, which I love that card because it's a vintage photo. It kind of it's pretty close to the timeline. Ernie retired in 70 or 71. 71 as I look at the back of this card. So I really like, and they add shortstop, first base up there. So I like the Ernie. Jason Hayward, kind of a bland, boring card. Jason Hayward on the 74 design. You've got Billy Williams, who was actually active in 1974. That was his last season with the Cubs before being traded to the Oakland A's. You've got Adbert Alzolay. I like this rookie card for Adbert. And Javi Baez, and I love the Javi Baez in action, batting, his follow through. So I love that card. And then the 2002 designs, you've got the Hawk, Andre Dawson. That's a pretty cool Andre Dawson, since he wrapped up his career. 96 was his final season. And another rookie, Robel Garcia, gets the 2002 design. And then I did pull one insert. Actually, it's not. I keep calling these inserts because they look like inserts. They're actually not inserts. They're high numbers. Number 310, Ernie Banks, Mr. Sunshine. So those are nicknames on the high numbers. So those were the Cubs. And then I did pull some duplicates. So 20 in total. I pulled some the box loaders. I don't know if there's a Cub on the checklist, but I did throw a few up in my eBay store. Sold already. I think I listed 6, and I sold 2 so far of the box loaders. So they're still available in my eBay store. 3 boxes came in yesterday from Mike in Connecticut. We've traded a few times. Brian in Ohio with a large, heavy flat rate box. So that could be. It's a gaming box, so you can fit almost 5,000 cards in those. So I'm interested in counting that. Probably will not get to those until Sunday or Monday, because I'll be out of town later this morning. And then Russell in Virginia sending a box. So I'll get those counted at some point in the next few days. So yesterday, Friday, is Target stock day in my area. I have some time off. As I'm checking a work text message. Actually, I do need to respond to this right away. So I took half a day off. I have a couple days worth. couple days worth of time off that I have to take by the end of this quarter, third quarter. So by the end of September. So obviously there's not much to do. I'm not going to be taking any trips. So I just throughout the summer on some of these extra days that I have just per quarter, I will take some Friday afternoons off. And Friday afternoons are a great time as a collector here because that's when Targets are stocked with the new products. And I had planned on taking this Friday afternoon off in particular because I wanted Topps Archives, and I was fortunate enough to find Walmart stocked on Thursday, and that's where I found the Topps Archives blasters. But I wanted to see if he was restocking any Chrome or any basketball that I could grab a couple boxes to flip. So I just wanted to see what he was stocking. So took the afternoon off. He and I've told this before. He stocks one store in the noon hour and then another in the later in the afternoon. The one in the afternoon, he actually flip-flopped his schedule last week. It's closer to my house. It's on my way to the other Target. He usually stocks in the noon hours. So I thought, well, maybe if he's going to flip-flop his schedule, I'll run by this Target on my way over to the other. So I did that around 12:30. There was nobody waiting, and he had not stocked because I had gone earlier in the week to look for archives just to see if he had come in earlier in the week. Every once in a while, he will pop in on a random time if if the shipment has come in. So I stopped, nothing there. So I had to buy some painter's tape. So picked up a couple rolls of painter's tape and made my way to the other Target store. So I was there just before 1 o'clock. And I've noticed in the times that I've gone, it varies. Sometimes he's there as early as 11:30, sometimes as late as 1:30. So I popped in right in the middle of that time frame and had not been there, and I haven't been to this store in a week, so I couldn't tell if it had been stocked and just wiped out. But no cards, nobody waiting, which is the first time I've gone into this store on Friday at noon in the noon hour with nobody waiting this summer. So I did have some other things I had to pick up. So kind of wandered around the store, looked in the electronics that, just moseyed around, did a little shopping, came back, 10, 15 minutes later, checked again, nothing. So decided I'll get some lunch and maybe I'll come back in a half an hour. So I did so. McDonald's across the street, ate in the parking lot and took my time, went back over. I did have to get a couple more things that I forgot. So it wasn't a trip all for naught. So decided to go back in and again, looked the same as it did, before, no sign of the vendor. So did my shopping. This time I didn't mosey, just kind of did my shopping, made my way back up, still no sign. So gonna give up for the day. I had my archives, so time to get back and get some trades and eBay sales done. So since I drive by the other Target, I figure, well, in the meantime, maybe he's come back. So I'll check it out. And nothing in that Target, no sign of being stocked whatsoever. So I'm not sure if took the week off. But it was surprising. So I have seen him this store here on near me. I have actually seen him on a Saturday morning stocking. So on my way to the post office before I leave town, I am going to drop in and just to see if I can catch him later this morning. So a few trips to Target, no cards, but what I was looking for, I'd picked up anyway on Thursday. I had the extra time on Friday afternoon, so that was kind of part entertainment to see if there were people waiting and whatnot. So that's all for today. Kind of a short program. No show tomorrow. I will be heading out of town. My brother has a cabin on the river. Just going to get out of town for the first time in a couple months and enjoy nature. So I'll be doing that. And then I'll be back with the normal time around 7 on Monday morning for Hobby Evolution episode 24. So Cubs count pending 3 packages, could be up to 5,000 cards in addition. So rolling up close to that 500,000 mark, which is the goal for end of year. I'd actually thought it would be usually when I set these goals, I missed it last year, but the year prior I hit it. I think Christmas actually was when I hit the goal. So this year 500,000 was the goal for end of year. Coming up quick, should be at 485 by Monday. So we could be at 500,000. Maybe another 15,000, maybe by the end of September, hit that number. So that'll be really cool, to hit that 500,000 mark so early, ahead of schedule. So that's all for now. Have a great weekend. Make sure to visit the website, 1millioncubs.com. I have added some 2020 archives. They have been going quick. So if you're looking for some inserts, box loaders, a couple of the rookies I have listed, check out my eBay store. Link is at the website, 1millioncubs.com. And of course, you can follow me on Twitter at 1millioncubs. Have a great Saturday.